Hi friends, I hope everybody's doing well out there. It's a lovely little afternoon here in the orchard. I've been concentrating on getting the floor swept, doing some dusting, straightening up the knickknacks and stuff in the house, and packing my camp gear. I'm trying to get one more adventure in up to Chapaca Mountain before we turn the water on here in the orchard. And so I'm walking through the cherry blossoms right now. Aren't these beautiful? They're so pretty, and the bees are out. Let's see, find a bee. Check it out. Oh, what a pretty little bee. They're hard at work pollinating everything. As you can tell, the, what are they called? Dandelions are blooming everywhere. It's just such a pretty place. I really enjoy the different seasons of the orchard because it changes so rapidly from one day to the next, you know? I'm looking forward to Chapaca because this time we're going to get to do some exploring, I think, because the snow's gone. I'll get up there, get to spend maybe 4 or 5 days, and I bought up a bunch more SD cards, so I'll be able to film more footage. This morning I woke up and there was frost on the ground here, and I was trying to think, you know, of like a good message or something that people might be able to relate to, you know, and I always try and use my own life experiences. So when I saw the frost, the first thing I thought of, it came with a little bit of anxiety, right? Because I hadn't talked to the gentleman I work for yet. I wasn't sure if it had damaged the apples, you know. And this summer, while I'm working in the orchard, I'm trying to save up as much money as I can. I'm going to ration what I have and try and live off the land. You know, I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing and everything. And so that way I can save up kind of a nest egg, right? And have a little bit of financial security. Because money isn't that important in life. What is important, though, and what does come with being able to save up a little bit of money, is a sense of security, the ability to purchase things that we need in our life, right? And so when I saw that frost, I was hit with this tiny touch of anxiety inside, wondering if the apples were going to be okay. Because if the apples aren't okay, then that's going to affect my job turning the sprinklers on and off. Now, I kind of had to RET it, and it reminded me, RET is rational emotive therapy. It's a way of changing how we feel by changing what we're thinking, the way we think about something, right? And so I realized that what I was feeling was a low level of anxiety. It was easy to RET my way out of because I simply started thinking that I still have other duties here in the orchard. I'll still be able to make and save money even if the apples are damaged, and that affects my job on the sprinklers. And that helped me get out of that feeling. I remembered back in the day when I would be really flooded by anxiety, particularly during my drinking career and in early sobriety. I would wake up with the feeling of anxiety. It would haunt me throughout the day. I'd have small breaks where I didn't feel anxiety, and then all of a sudden it would flood over me again. And it took a long time of recovering, not just abstinence-based recovery in life itself, to find a different way to think about the feelings that I was feeling, basically. And so I find that what has really helped me the most when it comes to anxiety is limiting the things throughout a day that cause anxiety to peak, basically, and finding ways to help my body and my mind actually fight that in the physical world. Like, if I'm feeling anxiety, I will not drink as much caffeine as I normally do, because caffeine will heighten anxiety, even in situations where none exists, right? It gives us that nervous, jittery feeling. Also, it's very important, in my opinion and to my experience, to be sure to eat. When we're feeling anxious, it actually suppresses our appetite. And so what that does When we eat something during the day, that, and I'm not talking about overeating, you know, like I always say, a snack suffices. Not something truly unhealthy. Like I wouldn't recommend a bag of chips, you know. When we eat, though, what that does is it activates our metabolism. And then what that does is it helps our brain with creative thinking, problem solving, abstract problem solving. There's a number of things that a simple small meal will actually help us with the physical feelings of anxiety and worry. Also, in recovery, I find gratitude lists to be very helpful because it helps us get out of the circular thinking in our mind, and it brings the positive things in our life to the forefront of our mind. Also, I like to exercise moving meditation. Moving meditation is anything that we are doing while our body is active and we're able to concentrate on our body's movement. Like, for instance, if I'm taking a walk, I think about how the wind feels between my fingers, how it is on my face, the feeling of the ground beneath my feet. And that makes me present in the moment and gets my mind out of thinking about whatever I've been thinking about. Okay, this video is pushing 7 minutes, so that's about what I have. I'm excited about Chapaca Mountain. When I get back, I have a couple hobby things I'm really looking forward to. As some of y'all probably know, I'm really into anthropology, and I look at old cave paintings and stuff that early humans did and Neanderthals, and I try and interpret what they mean, right? And so I have a couple really neat experiments based on some of my interpretations that I really want to work on this summer. I'm gathering stuff for it actually now. Thankfully, most everything early humans and Neanderthals had were basically rocks and sticks. So it's not too hard to be able to find the materials I need. Okay, once again, I hope everybody's doing well. The Orchard says hello. Never give up, never surrender, and as always, God and Jesus bless us all.